Hello and welcome to Oracle of the Divine Ophite. This is a collective tarot reading, so it might not resonate for everyone, but if it does resonate, please like the video and share it with others if you feel so inclined. And also remember to subscribe if you haven't done so yet and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos. So this is another tarot reading where I've just meditated a bit beforehand, and I just wait to see if any messages will come through as channeled messages, and if they don't, then I start to pull cards. And so the message that came through in this particular tarot pull was that someone, whoever I'm speaking to out there, someone is jealous of you. There's someone who's in Queen of Wands reversed energy. So this could be male or female, take it how it resonates. But this person is somehow very, very jealous of you. They are, they have a very kind of negative, fiery energy. They're very unstable. They're very emotional, like overly emotional, overly passionate. They don't really have much control over their passions or their emotions. So, you might know who I'm talking about, but actually you might not, because the real message that's coming through in this reading is that whoever this is, you don't know who it is. You're not aware that this person is harboring these jealous feelings towards you. You're completely unaware that there's somebody that's kind of hiding in the shadows, and they're kind of keeping their feelings hidden from you intentionally because they don't want you to know that they feel negatively towards you, because they feel like it gives them the upper hand. It gives them some sort of an advantage over you. If you don't see them as an enemy, they feel like they have an advantage. So they have all these feelings overrunning for you, but whoever this is, they're not letting on that this is how they feel about you. So this might even be a false friend. This might be somebody that you think is your friend, but in reality, they're very jealous and they want what you have. And in particular, they want your relationship. There's something about this person that makes them always crave what other people have. They just have a naturally jealous persona. So it's like they don't even want something until they see someone else with it. When they see, they may not have any desire for a particular thing, and then suddenly when one of their friends or their family members or somebody else has this thing or this relationship or whatever it is, then all of a sudden this person wants it. So they're just like a naturally covetous person. They have a covetous personality, and this person's definitely hiding in the shadows. They're being deceptive in some way, that even though they might not be outwardly lying to you, but they are hiding their feelings. They're hiding their true intent, whatever that intent may be. And that intent is definitely negative. They have negative intent towards you. And you're not seeing it. For some reason, whoever I'm speaking to out there, you're just not seeing it. It's probably somebody that you wouldn't, suspect right off the bat. Now that I'm talking about the person's personality, you might have a better idea of who it is. But it might not be the person that you would have thought of initially. It's somebody that initially you wouldn't suspect, because the person is probably very friendly towards you, or seems kind of normal around you, but in actuality they're just kind of like, they're smiling in your face, but they're holding a knife behind your back. So and you're just not seeing it. This person is doing a really good job right now of keeping themselves concealed. As you can see, like, you have the sun here in reverse. So this means that light has not been shed on the situation yet. You have the moon and the sun in reverse. So something's being hidden. And so, and I'm getting that this is you in the reading. So you have this beautiful Empress energy, whether you're male or female, or however you identify. You have this beautiful Empress energy, and this person sees that, and boy, are they jealous. Like, they just know that you naturally draw abundance to yourself. You naturally draw the things that you want to yourself, and you've drawn some sort of attention from this Knight of Cups energy. So someone has been bringing you messages of love. Someone has been bringing you messages of, wanting to be in your company, wanting to be around you, wanting to, have a relationship with you. Take it how it resonates. But this Queen of Wands in reverse is very jealous of that, because they feel like they deserve to have that attention. They feel like they deserve to have that love. They feel like they deserve to have that abundance that you have, and that energy and that charisma and that magnetism that you have. They feel like it should be theirs. But really, they don't have the spiritual mastery. They don't have the naturally high vibe that you have. You're a very high vibrational person. They're a very low vibrational person. The fact that they're being represented by the Queen of Wands in reverse just shows how low vibrational they are. And this is why they're not magnetic. This is why they're not as, magnetic and charismatic as you. So they're just very, they're just not, if they're pretending to be a friend, or, this could be somebody in your family as well, whatever they're putting off to you in regards to like being supportive or being loving or whatever, it's complete bull. They don't love or support you at all. They're just jealous and they just want what you have. And when this finally does come out in the open, it's going to be really disappointing for you. Like you're going to really feel like, wow, like, I wasn't expecting this from this person. It's going to, it's going to really be quite a blow to you, because you have a naturally trusting nature. And I'm also getting like, this could actually be a family member. This could be somebody that they're a blood relative, and you wouldn't expect them to behave this way, but they are. They're just very jealous, and sorry to tell you, but you can't trust them. I'm getting the impression from this reading that whoever I'm talking to out there, you are going to find out that this is like some family member, or, somebody that you think because they're your blood relative that they should be trustworthy. You should be able to depend on them. But, that's not going to turn out to be the case. So, what could actually end up shedding light on this situation is, there might be some kind of an event coming up. So maybe there'll be some sort of family gathering, or, this could be something that has already transpired, by the way. This could be like a future event, or it could be something that was from the recent past. So maybe you actually already had some sort of an inkling about this person at a family event. But if you haven't, there is some sort of an event coming up where there's going to be like a gathering of people, and this person will probably be there. And this person is going to behave in a way or show you something about themselves that you weren't really thinking before. They're going to say something, or they're going to do something where you're just going to be like, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that from so-and-so. Or, they're going to show themselves in some kind of way. You're going to be able to kind of like sense somehow, because you're also very intuitive. You're very psychic in many ways. And so you're going to be able to pick up this undercurrent in their behavior or something they say. That's just going to show you like, oh, wow, maybe I can't trust this person. This could also have something to do, like this message, this like positive, thing that comes to you that's being magnetized to you. It could also have something to do with money as well, because this person is a very money oriented person. So the jealousy might be stemming actually from, a lot of financial jealousy. Like, it could be actual literal like finances where you got some money and they're jealous and they want it. Or there's a potential for you to get some money and they're jealous and they want it. Or maybe you started dating someone, or you married someone that is financially abundant and they're jealous and they want that person because they know that person has money or has some sort of abundance. But whatever this is, this person's gonna do or say something where you're just going to be really surprised, because you're going to start looking at this person in a completely different way than how you've looked at them in the past. And the reason this person is really jealous and acts this way is because actually they're just really frustrated with their life. Like they kind of feel like, I'm like clarifying this person right now. They feel like they're tied down to a life that they don't really want. They feel like things just didn't turn out in their life the way they wanted things to turn out. They feel like they haven't got what they deserved. And they're looking at you and they're like, this person is just getting all this abundance, their people love them, they're magnetic, they when they want something, they're able to manifest it. And it seems like things just come easy for this person. This is how they're looking at you. They just think that things come easy for you, but that's not actually the case. You actually work very hard. You're actually, you're just a very abundant person. Like this is kind of who you are. Like you are just kind of like Empress energy clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. That's who you are. That's who you naturally are. And you're naturally that person because you work at it. It didn't just fall in your lap. You work hard. You're a nice person. You make the effort to be nice and kind to people, to try to like make good relationships with people and draw abundant people into your life. You cheer up, you brighten up the room when you walk in. You cheer people up when they're down. You work really hard at being a good, abundant person. And you're just very good. Like you have a high emotional, like intelligence quotient, like high EQ person. So you understand people, you understand how to deal with people, how to talk to people, how to get people on your side. You understand how to work with people. You're very cooperative. So this is why you draw these things into your life. But this person doesn't understand that, because this person just makes demands. Like they think that they can get what they want in life just by making demands and by trying to kind of be forceful and be like, crazy with people. That's how they try to get what they want. They don't have a filter, so they're always like offending people. They just say like the first thing that comes to their mind. So they're just not as good as you are at dealing with people, at dealing with life in general. They're just constantly emotional, constantly off kilter, constantly just all over the place. And this is why things don't come as easily for them, but they don't understand that. So, whatever this person's going to do to kind of show you who they really are, you're going to walk away from this situation with a really new idea about who they are, right? Like you're going to see them through new eyes. You're going to see them through a whole different lens, a different perspective than you have. And you might have known this person your entire life. This might be somebody that you think you know them really, really well. And you have a definite idea. You have a definite impression of who they are as a person. But whatever this thing is that they're going to do, you're going to it's almost like they're just going to turn into a different person right in front of your eyes. And you'll never see them in the same way ever again. And what you're going to find out about them is that they've always been jealous of you. Like no matter how long you've known them, like, and I'm getting the impression that you've actually known them for quite some time. You have some history with this person. This person is like, they're still thinking about the first time they ever saw you, or the first time they ever really interacted with you, and how they were jealous, and how the first thought they had in their mind in that first interaction was, who does so-and-so think they are? Like seriously, who do they think they are? Like how dare they be who they are? And this is like going back into the past. possibly a very long time. Like you may have known this person since you were children, you know. This could be like a cousin or somebody that you've known since, you know, like forever. And they've just always been jealous of you and you've never known. And it's because in your family, you were conditioned to be like the loving one, to be like the person in the family that puts up with everybody's shit. Right? Like you're the nice one. You're always the nice one. You're always the one that sees the best in people. You're always the one that, like, when people are jealous and shitty towards you, you're like, oh no, you know, so-and-so didn't have any bad intentions. They didn't mean anything bad by what they said or what they did. You know, it was just like they were just playing around. They were just being playful, whatever. Like this is how you've been, this is the role that you've been given in your family. This is how you've been conditioned to look at your family. Is that your family or your friends or whoever? You just love them. You're just a loving person. And you're just a really patient, accepting person. And like this person that is going to show their true colors, they're a lazy person. They're like a very lazy, very entitled, very like, you know, think that everything's just there for them. The world is just there for them, to serve them. You're there for them. You're there to serve them. You know, luck is just supposed to fall in their lap without them having to work for it. This is how they look at the world. They look at the world as if they are a gift to the world. And they don't have to be a gift to the world. They are a gift in the world, and that the world owes them something. And they believe that you owe them something. They believe that you've somehow been given something and it's not fair because it should be them. And that's how they've been conditioned by whomever. Maybe they were raised that way. I don't know. Take it how it resonates, but they believe that they deserve what you have, whatever that may be. And if you go out and get something else, you know, if you go out and buy a new car tomorrow, they're going to be jealous of that. Whatever you get, whoever you meet, if you get a new job, if you get a promotion at work, whatever you get, they're going to be jealous of it. They're going to feel like it should have been them. This is just their natural programming. Is like, oh, should have been me, should have been me. But I'm really getting the impression from this reading that it's something to do with possibly a combination of love and money. So like maybe they just think that you're like married to a rich person or something, and that you get whatever you want because you're married to this rich person. Or, you know, or when it, you know, marriage could mean like a job contract, or, you know, like a marriage is any type of a contract. So they're jealous of some type of a contract that you have that's benefiting you in some way. So it could be a love contract or it could be a financial contract. Take it how it resonates. But this person is definitely like, they're just going off the deep end with jealousy and envy and coveting what you have. And basically, like, it's been that way forever. It's been that way for a while. This is nothing new. But you just haven't seen it because you're just like loving, and you're just, I'm also getting the message that you might figure this person out sometime around the summer. There might be an event around the summer or closer to, like, you know, the end of spring, where you might meet up with this person, and this is where you might actually find out how this person really feels and what this person is all about. And it really is going to be like quite a surprise for you. But it's also going to teach you like a general lesson about, you know, awareness, like being more aware of like the, how people can have hidden intentions and hidden machinations. Also, this could be an older woman, take it how it resonates, or an older woman might be involved somehow. It might be like, maybe the event is thrown by an older woman, or maybe an older woman might be integral in you discovering who this person really is. But there's an older woman involved somehow. So, this could be the person, or this could be somebody that's just involved with the situation in some way, shape, or form. You'll know when it happens. You'll recognize who this older woman is. But it's just like, this is going to teach you a lesson about how to recognize like who you can trust and who is maybe not worthy of your trust. And this is definitely going to lead to some type of like conflict, some type of, somebody's going to be throwing allegations around, somebody's going to be throwing, accusations. There's going to be some type of trouble involved with this event where you finally discover this person's true intentions. But it's going to be good because it's going to clear the air, and it's going to like bring this person out in the open. It's going to show everybody who this person really is. Like, because this person's just tricking people into thinking that they're a certain person when they're not. And this is going to put all that to rest. This is going to bring that to an end. You're going to be the person that brings that to an end. You're going to be the person that sheds light finally on who this person really is. And this person is going to experience like a lot, like being left out in the cold because of their behavior. This person's going to experience like what it feels like to be shitty to other people, because people are going to turn against them when they find out how they've been acting towards you, how they've been jealous of you, and they've probably been backstabbing you, gossiping about you behind your back, telling other people that you don't deserve what you have, talking a lot of smack, trying to sabotage you, maybe trying to sabotage your relationships. This is all going to come out in the open for everybody to see. And you're going to be integral in making that happen. And when that does happen, this person's going to get a taste of their own medicine, and they're going to learn a lesson about how you shouldn't treat people that way and you shouldn't behave that way. Now for you, this Empress energy, this abundant energy that you are, the ultimate outcome for you is this. But you already know that because that's who you are anyway. That's going to be your ultimate outcome. Happiness, financial abundance. That's you. This person's no threat to you. The only thing that this person can do is try to sabotage you from behind the scenes. But the things in your life that you have are so stable and so solid that this person's not even really capable of sabotaging you, because you're so high vibrational and you're so sure of yourself and you're so confident and you're so kind of good at setting up your life and organizing your life that this person really, they have no power over you. They would like to think that they do, and they want to have power over you, but they just don't. So it's like they're like a fly. They're like a fly constantly buzzing your face, and you're constantly having to wave them off. That's how much power they have in your life. And annoyance at best. But it'll be really good when this finally comes out into the open and they have to stop this behavior, because it's an annoyance that you don't need. It's an energy that you don't need in your life. Your life is it's going in too good of a direction for you to have these kinds of annoyances and these kinds of petty jealousies. So whatever happens in the end, you're going to come out on top. You're the winner in this situation. Whatever comes of this confrontation that you have with this person, whatever comes out of it, you're going to end up on top. Okay, and I think I'm going to leave it there. So if this resonated with you, please like the video, and Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and hit the notification bell so that you know when new videos come up. And this has been Oracle of the Divine Ophite. Hope this has been helpful. All the blessings to you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.